Hey, we got the judge who beat his daughter thing. That's a big story today.
Yeah.
We got that shit.
I think so. Are we going to be able to make it through the entire recording?
Why?
I heard yesterday there was a little issue.
What was the issue?
Well, there was somebody listening to the tape, to the audio, and it was very disturbing and couldn't quite make it through the recording.
On a different show, you
without
what?
Maybe starting getting a little emotional.
What?
Well, it's
you're being vague.
How vague am I being?
I'm trying to figure out what show. Fez? Oh, Jesus Christ! Seriously?
Well, yeah, he got a little upset because it's upsetting.
He doesn't
the girl
like it.
getting hit and crying, and this
Why would you tape yourself
overbearing
doing it?
father is.
If you don't
know, I don't think he knew it was on.
How is it upsetting if you don't know the person?
Well, it's a poor girl, and she's being beaten by her horrid father.
What's the story about?
What's the story? He's making a girl that will go out with me. This is watching one being constructed right there on video.
What's wrong with her too? She had cerebral palsy, right?
No, she had some weird. It's considered a cerebral palsy, but it's not like your typical cerebral palsy. It makes her crave technology and electronics. And that's why she was into computers and video
Bob
games.
Kelly-itis?
Yeah.
What do you mean it makes her crave shit?
Yeah, she's got like this weird brain thing where she craves technology and needs to have it.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know, but she wasn't going like, don't hit me, Donnie.
It wasn't a real thing when we were
sounded
growing
like
up.
and walked like a regular person.
Let's see this beating.
I want to make a list of all the things that weren't a real thing when we were growing up.
Exactly.
All these made-up diseases.
AIDS.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's a myth.
So the judge
this was
beats
like-
disabled daughter on video.
But it was this happened years ago, and
2004.
the daughter is just now putting it out
Oh, why?
because she doesn't like her dad. I
Oh,
guess.
fair
Oh,
enough.
that's great. Just
Right, here it is.
Put it back on against the instructions. Yeah. Okay, go get my belt. Go get the big one.
I've already
Off my hand. I'm going to spank her now.
oh boy.
Oh boy, that's a good shot.
A 16-year-old girl is just like
Hot.
It's hot. It's so inappropriate. It's so inappropriate.
Well, I haven't seen this yet, to be
Me neither.
completely honest with you.
He's jerked off 3 times.
It's pretty bad.
Now he's going to get the big belt.
That's a pretty good fucking video quality setup.
How about you
Yeah.
edit your video?
I know.
Jesus.
How much do we have to see this?
Well,
Let's get to the
It's
spanking.
an empty room. Quick.
I think she just took it off there and popped it on
Get this little hottie in here.
recently.
Oh, great. Someone to take a shit first.
Yeah, the father's got to take a shit.
Or
he
she did.
Oh, so she don't fucking splat.
Yeah.
She doesn't know she's getting beat yet.
Get Allison out of the room.
See, now he's got.
Get over here.
Oh shit.
Bend over that bed.
Dad.
Bend over that bed. Bend over the bed.
On the lights get dim.
Bend over the bed.
Jesus Christ.
Bend over the bed. I'm going to keep beating you on your legs. Bend over the bed. Stand up. Stand up. Bend over the bed.
Sounds
Bend
like Sean
over the
Rouse.
fucking bed, damn it.
Jesus.
What a fucking animal!
Pause this. I'm not gonna.
Oh, and mid's fucking swipe, you got him.
I'm not gonna cry, but Jesus.
I know.
That's fucking.
It's
brutal.
terrible.
What a terribly behaved child.
A lot of us got hit growing up, but never
yeah.
like fucking that.
Especially
that-
because she's old enough to.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's like you don't do that. That's a beating like that isn't justified by anything that a kid would do.
and the beating continues.
Unless, she brings
Yeah, oh,
somebody
yeah,
I guess it's
home.
10 so far.
it gets way worse
It
than
gets
this.
worse.
Let's see.
Oh my!
The way he's talking to her and stuff, it gets
Yeah,
way
yeah.
worse.
All right, let's watch this. He's a psycho.
Yeah.
How do you do this?
Bend over like I said, damn it.
Oh, he's like manhandling her to.
And bend over the fucking bed. Lay down, I'll smack you in your fucking face. Roll over. And get on fucking.
Is that enough?
I told you to take that fucking thing off the computer.
Here.
There's only one reason I could think of to beat a daughter like this.
Pause.
One time.
The mom gets involved too.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!
But let me ask you this before I see it. The mom just took the belt out of the father's hand.
Yeah.
is the mother, like the father's obviously a piece of shit.
Yep.
Like he's a judge. He must have been an awful, just a cunt of a judge.
Like Judge Smells. Didn't want to give them the death penalty.
Kid just wanted a fresca.
What did she do again?
She had something on her computer she wasn't supposed to have, a game, and
she got caught downloading pirated stuff.
That's it?
Software.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it wasn't on my CDs.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
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 But the
What a fucking scum.
he's
I
a piece
told
of
her before not to do it again, and then she did it again.
he's
so.
a piece of shit. The guy.
He's awful. He should be fucking put in jail. You can't fucking.
It's old
You can't
now,
be.
right?
Yeah, but I mean,
But the
he should be beaten. He should be taken out. And
He's
beaten by
obviously
someone.
humiliated by this, though. It will ruin his life because nobody will ever look at it for the rest of his life. No one will look at him
He's
the same.
this guy.
But the mother, I wonder if she takes the belt because she hits lighter than the father.
Oh
Who
yeah.
cares? At that,
I don't know. No, but I mean, she's
At
one
this
of those.
point, it's too late anyway. You see the shots that broad took?
Yeah.
I wonder if he hits the mother too.
There's a weird situation that happens with the mother thing.
Let me see this because I wonder if she
Yeah.
did that.
You get over on your stomach and you let me spank you on the
Give her
butt.
some more.
No.
See?
He's like, give me some more.
I'm going to spank
He's
on
all
your
revved
butt.
up.
You turn over like a 16-year-old and take it.
They're getting
Like a
off on
grown
this
woman.
shit.
Turn over.
See,
How many
she's
times
doing
I've said that?
Wow. She's disobedient. Give it to me.
The mother wants to do
Turn
it.
over.
I'll go get another.
Turn over.
And now he's
Get on
going
your
out to get
butt.
another belt.
Now. All the way on your stomach.
Damn, she laid in.
Thank you.
All right, one smack.
That should be it.
That she's trying to stop the beating.
She might. Yeah, she might be trying to stop
She's
it. but
trying to stop
but
the
the
beating.
father ran out to get another belt.
The father's a sociopath.
Yeah, complete fucking
He's a
lunatic.
sociopath.
Deserves
And
everything
this,
he gets, man.
this is the torturous aspect of this whole fucking video when I was watching it. Now she's in the room alone on the bed, sort of weeping quietly. The parents are out of the room. The room is dark. And they leave her alone for a little bit. Now, in her head, she's got to be like, I guess that's over. That sucked. It's terrible.
I never got my
And then he
lecture
comes
on.
back
Get on
in.
your fucking stomach on the bed now. Get on the stomach or I'm going to start beating you again.
Get on your stomach.
Fucking.
Get on your stomach, I said. Get on your stomach.
Reaching around onto her stomach,
Get
hitting.
on your goddamn stomach.
Get on your stomach.
Get on your stomach.
Jesus.
What a bully, faggot
Beat you
motherfucker.
into submission. You want to put some more computer games on?
Yes.
You want some more?
Yes. The kid's crying and he's beating her with a
Video's
belt.
only half over.
Fucking computer.
It
Told
continues.
you I didn't even want one in the goddamn house. See all
Yeah.
the problem they've caused?
You tuning son of a
All the
bitch.
fucking problem they've
You
caused.
gaming son of a bitch. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my house.
She wanted to, okay? She made
Randy.
a decision. I didn't want
Be
her to
more
take this
funny.
any longer because I do believe
Fucking queers and retards
The
and girls
mother-
that download software.
The mother's a
It
codependent
has
slob.
caused nothing but arguments and fights.
She's trying to stop the beating. 'Cause she lives with a fucking probably a rageaholic.
Oh,
And
Are you
bet she-
happy? Huh?
what a bully.
Disobeying your parents?
He's right in her
See what
face.
it'll do?
He's smacking her.
Is it fun to disobey your mom and dad? Huh?
Fuck you, mom, and fuck you,
You don't deserve to
dad.
fucking be in this house. Disobedient. What happened to you, Hillary? Once you were an obedient, nice little girl. Now you lie, cheat, and steal.
She's a woman.
Putting the fucking game on. Man, I'll just keep beating you and beating you. That's how upset I am.
He loves this. I bet his dick is hard.
I bet it is.
2
Yes.
months?
No, mine
little
is.
month? 6 months.
What?
6 fucking months. Got it? Got it?
I think he's pulling her hair or something.
He's just a bully.
Yeah.
He's getting off
Total
on
bully.
beating this kid.
Yep.
A lot of people tapping out. A lot of people tapping out.
Yeah, well, a lot of people
That's
have.
brutal, man.
If I hear so much as you raise your fucking voice,
Look at this.
Listen to him.
me or your mother with the wrong tone, or you do one little thing wrong. You look at me fucking wrong.
Someone should just,
I'm taking
like,
you
as they're
where
walking
your
down the street,
fucking ass
just
at with
keep
this
punching
belt.
this
You
guy in the
understand?
face.
Yeah.
And then someone
That's
else,
what
as he's
it's
shopping, maybe, bam, just punch him in the face.
Got it? Are you happy?
Yes.
You caused this, but you're just fucking obedience. You know I'm not going to put up with it, don't you? Did you think I was fooling?
What a
Does he
power
need,
hungry
does he need to go on with this?
fucking bully motherfucker.
There's still time left. Still another couple of minutes. Does he come back? Guy's a creep.
That's so great. She ruined his life.
Yeah, good.
With this.
I told you, don't put Kazaa on your computer.
Oh.
Kazaa. Who's that
What
down?
I'm telling you now?
What's this?
Are you listening?
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
touch one other thing.
She's probably got welts on her fucking
Oh
legs.
my
and
God,
shit.
that was a
What
fucking beating.
Notice otherwise.
That guy.
Is that understood? Okay.
He's
good
had to
night.
respond publicly.
Now,
What did he
I
say?
will leave.
Yeah.
got it.
Oh, you don't?
You alone.
But I'm coming back in, goddammit.
After you beat the shit out of your own daughter, do you go back and just start reading the newspaper?
Yeah. What do you do?
What do you do?
Well, you know that was a regular occurrence, obviously. That was not a first-time fucking occurrence.
No. She fucking should be pulling a gun out of that fucking dresser and go berserk.
You certainly fucking understand.
Yeah.
You understand when that shit
Like,
happens.
you really want to see that guy just taken apart by the fucking men that he has to put in jail that he couldn't talk to that way?
Just ass raped.
You're sleeping on my couch in Allison's room. Get a blanket and go down there.
Why?
I don't know. Does the father want to jerk off on her, too?
Yeah.
Fucking
Go down
creep.
there. Get your blanket and go down there.
By the way, it's all on video. Uh-huh.
The mom is hateable, too, man.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, the mom was trying to stop that beating.
Yeah, great. She should have thrown her own body in
Yeah, you
between. If that's a fucking mother's defense,
Well-
is beating her also so that the father ain't gonna beat her. You jump in front of that fucking belt, you claw that fucking cocksucker's eyes out.
No, because I'm just. This is my take from the video. I'm not defending the mothers, but she's one of those sick fucking broads that is attracted to violent piece of shit men. She's married to this piece of shit. I don't know if he hits the wife or not, but it wouldn't surprise me.
He has to.
Wouldn't surprise me.
The way he beats that daughter, you can see that was the mother's way of stopping that beating.
We got Anthony V in Brooklyn. They were on GMA this morning, the mom and daughter. Mom claimed she was controlled by husband.
Oh, it's not, watching her do that. She
Mind
hit her,
control.
The mother was trying to be firm and take it from the belt from the father. Like, we're going to do this. She hit the daughter once and then
walked away.
closed the door.
And the father couldn't fucking
No, he
leave it
couldn't
alone.
keep his dick down.
Yeah.
He had to get his dick hard again and hit the daughter.
I hope the download was worth it.
Yeah, right?
What do you think the download was?
Oh, it's a game.
Just
some kind of fucking game.
I literally hope
Something.
that guy kills himself. I
that
hope
would be
that
nice.
guy fucking shoots
I bet you it was
himself in the
SimCity.
head.
I bet you it was SimCity.
That's a good one.
Let's go to Dustin. Dustin, what do you got?
Hey, what's going on?
Were you using lemon pledge or something?
Yeah, what are you doing? How come you're not sweeping or something?
This guy filed a criminal complaint against me this morning.
Why?
For harassment. Publishing his phone number on the internet.
Jesus.
He filed a complaint against you?
He did it to like 20 of us.
Oh.
Oh, of course you did.
Well, good for you guys.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, good for you guys.
I don't think
Exposing this
Fuck
piece
him,
of
fuck
shit.
him.
I don't think he's going to get much sympathy.
Wait, what are you all about? You just are you connected to this story, or you just like us? You just saw it.
I just woke up this morning and seen it and decided to look him up and put his number out there so everybody could let him know.
Do we have his number? We should call him and just ask if he'll talk on the radio.
It's 361.
No, we can't give it out.
No,
Don't give it out. Don't
Dustin,
give it out. We
please
can't.
don't do that to us. I would love
hang
to,
up
but
on
thank you. We gotta let you go. That is a whole can of worms. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Wow, I gotta say, man, that fucking clip shut all three of us down.
Yeah.
It's very rare when all three of us are shut down. Like that. That is enraging.
It's a bully, and the way he's talking to her, like he's trying to be a tough guy with a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, with a 16-year-old girl. How about some of the fucking guys you put up? Get in a room with them and try to fucking spank them. Oh, would they choke him with that belt?
Well, I guarantee you he talks to them horrible from behind the bench. But just as
a real brave guy.
As a man, one-on-one.
But over a dumb download, I was wondering.
There's something. There's
a lot of viruses.
So much more behind that.
You don't spank a girl like that without.
Of course.
I don't. How can you spank someone like that? I think that's such a sexual thing.
Yeah.
When you're a little kid and you get fucking whacked for doing something, but when you're spanking, you're bend over the bed, fucking asshole.
Yeah. Get your butt up on there. Oh,
arch that back.
Oh, I hope he loses everything and fucking shoots himself.
That would be great.
I would love that.
Oh, I'd love to read that news.
Somebody's saying we should play the Benny Hill music just to
get
everyone happy again. Because that's a bummer right there.
That's a bummer.
That's a terrible video.
That's a real drag.
We have audio of him,
Oh,
though?
yeah. So,
see, I got to hear this. I haven't heard this yet.
Benny Hill we could try it.
No, we can't. Maybe we should. I don't know. It's just really upsetting.
Look, I think we all acknowledge how upsetting it is.
It's terrible.
This dumbass.
By the way,
is he trying to make an excuse, or what is he doing? What's his fucking take on it?
By the way,
before
I had a son, I thought it would be okay
your son
to do a little hitting to discipline.
Yeah.
Fuck no. I can't even imagine a scenario where I'd be able to do that.
Oh. Just throw spaghetti against the wall.
Well,
that works too.
Huh?
That works too. You just throw spaghetti against the wall.
Oh, just kind of like make a scene?
Yeah, make a scene. Make
Maybe
a kid cower. If a kid ain't cowering, yeah, it's not real discipline.
By the way, do you know how many fucking threats this guy is going to get over that?
Fuck yeah.
People because the internet, even if the guy didn't publish his number on the line, people will find it.
Yeah.
Brian Stone writes, yet a 100-year-old woman getting punched in the face was a laugh riot.
Yep.
You know what? I wasn't affected by the 100-year-old lady getting punched in the face in the lobby of that.
That was enraging.
building.
It was enraging.
Of course it was.
But here's the circumstances where I kind of separate the two. It was a fucking criminal doing it.
Stranger.
A stranger criminal punching this woman in the face. Tragic, yes. But it wasn't the father who was supposed to be the person that you look at as the provider and protector of you, beating a little girl.
Beating the shit out of her.
Instead of an old lady who probably, I'm sure, she's lived a life. So, she probably got hit in the head and went, I remember getting hit in the head in the 30s. Sucked. Yeah. It's just one of those situations where it's not the same. And it was one punch. She goes down. This guy with the psychological thing of pounding it, it just,
over and over again.
Yeah. And all you were doing was talking during laughing.
Right. Yes, the belt came out. Exactly. That's when my father brought the belt out.
It really does look.
You ever get hit like
brutal.
that? Not that bad. I've been hit.
I got hit
once or twice like that, but not like that repetitive wham wham wham.
Again?
Yeah, he used to pull his swats with the belt sometimes. If you had to get a lot of syllables in.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that again. And if it's a long fucking soliloquy, he'd pull back a little. It was just like, knock it off, whap!
Did that enrage you?
Then you get the good one. I don't know if it enraged me. No, as a kid, it made me feel like, what did I do? Yeah.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
What did this guy say? What was his response?
Do you acknowledge that that's you in the video?
I don't want to talk right now, sir.
Okay, but you had a conversation with your daughter?
Sure.
And what was
She's mad because I've ordered her to bring the car back, in a nutshell. But, yeah, that's me. Lost my temper. I spanked her. Her mother was there. She wasn't hurt. It was a long time ago.
She wasn't hurt.
Yeah.
What a fucking
wasn't hurt.
cunt.
Do you know what that does to it? Do you know what that does to a kid?
Just the way he talked to her. Get up. What a
Get
fucking
up. Get
cunt.
your butt up on there. You goddamn fucking face you be.
Wasn't hurt.
It was a long time ago.
How long ago?
Galaxy far,
About
far
6
away.
years.
Okay, well,
I apologize to her. I really don't want to get into this right now.
Sorry, you have
because,
to.
As you can see, my life's been made very difficult.
Baby boy.
It's difficult.
You deserve all of it and more, you cunt.
Yeah. Good.
B Golf B, a New York pal of mine. I don't blame Fez for crying after hearing that. You know what? Fair enough, man.
That made me
Fair
angry.
The fuck enough.
That made me, I've seen too many awful videos to cry at that, but that made me really angry.
That one's rough.
Angering.
Oh, his life.
As you can see, my life's been made very difficult over this child.
Have you been contacted by Judicial Review, any of those committees out of Austin, since this video apparently has gone viral?
I've contacted them to let them know.
And what was their response? Do you think you're going to face any kind of suspension or discipline?
Don't know. In my mind, I haven't done anything wrong other than discipline my child after she was caught stealing. And I did lose my temper, but I've since apologized. It looks worse than it is. There is a story. It'll come out in due time, okay?
What's the story?
We saw the
trying
story.
to justify
What
that.
are you talking about?
You're a fucking cocksucker, And you can't. How can you hit a 16-year-old like that if it's not some weird shit? Get up there on the fucking bed, bend over.
On the bed, bend over.
Fucking creep.
He's taking full arm swipes at her, at her stomach, her legs, anywhere he could fucking hit.
Yeah.
It wasn't some, let me spank you on your hiney
What a
2 times to kind of, let you know what the fuck. That was a beating.
And you can't, by the way, the judicial review will do nothing because it had nothing to do with his job and it was 7 years ago.
You know what, though? What's gonna end up happening because this plays out like this, now that we know his name and his face, other people are going to come forward with some fucking
You hope so, yeah. You hope so.
My opinion.
You hope so.
My opinion.
Look at his dumb fucking face.
And everyone's saying his daughter had cerebral palsy, but we said she didn't, right, Ed?
No, she had a type of cerebral palsy.
Oh, that's good.
There's
That's great.
He's been temporarily relieved of his duties for the next 2 weeks.
But is that him now stepping down?
Well,
how can they relieve him?
They want to see who else they're going to fire. Right, Ed?
Yeah, that's it. Let's see who else knew about this, and we'll get the review done, get you back up on the bench.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah.
For the rest of his life, he's that guy.
Yep.
Yeah. He's the fucking vicious, shitty dad.
What a fucking bag of shit.
Shitty dad.
Judge William Adams.
This guy's dad used to hit him, and, I'll let him tell the fucking story.
All right.
Kevin in Jersey. Kevin.
Hey, boys.
Hi.
Hey, so I used to get spanked by my father. Got the belt, and or he'd hit me with his hand. So one time, I don't even know what I did. I must have been like 8 or 9 years old, and I hear him coming up the stairs. I'm shitting in my pajamas. So I took this Hardy Boys Mystery, a hardcover book, shoved it down the back of my pants. He bent me over his knee and wham, hit me with his hand and went, whoa! It was like he was like totally shocked, had no freaking idea.
Yeah, the Hardy Boys were great. They'd always go out and solve the crimes.
What about Nancy Drew?
I didn't like her.
Oh, no?
She was lesbianish. Always sob. My little nephew would try to make me laugh. He'd always go, "Sis, did Nancy Drew pictures or something?" I'd have to fill his mouth.
Jesus.
I liked that video. He was spanking her because she was bad.
She was bad, yeah.
Way too old, though.
Christ, this guy's phone number's all over instant feedback.
Oh, yeah, it's
Everyone
everywhere.
Everyone knows the number.
Why don't we call him and just see if he'll talk to us? But
It's
do it off
easy
the
to
air.
guess.
He fled town.
He fled town?
Yes.
Fled
Good.
town.
That's his life is
He was
ruined.
seen packing luggage, a briefcase, and rifles into his car.
Rifles.
Of course, he's targeted.
Go ahead.
He's a Texan. He knows.
Oh, this guy should just be stoned every time
Yeah, man.
throw rocks at him.
You can't tell people to do violent shit, dude.
I wouldn't care, though,
Thanks,
if
Kevin.
people did.
Yeah, but you can't
just
encourage
do
it.
shit. That's her Twitter, by the way.
It wouldn't. It would be. I wouldn't encourage it, but it would be nice to hear.
Is she at least getting followers out of this?
I don't know. Is she? Yeah.
I don't know. I heard she dropped Colin Quinn. She's not following. Let me see it.
She's got 2,200 followers.
You know what? Because
A beating like that, she should get at least 20,000 followers, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a good Twitter.
What was her last tweet?
Beating.
Just wanted to let everyone. Just wanted to let everyone know that I'm all right, but please no more phone calls unless it's vital.
Oh.
Well, how about we talk to her?
Yeah.
Please contact me again tomorrow when I have more time.
Who is this bitch?
People know.
She likes the attention, huh?
He's my best friend. I don't judge him, and neither should you.
What, the father?
No, someone else.
Oh, that's somebody else.
Scary. She must hate her father. You don't release this on your best friend.
She said she released it after receiving many harassing phone calls from him.
Good. He's just a fucking.
She's flying to New York?
Yeah, she's in New York.
Oh.
Yeah, because she did GMA.
She was just on
Can Roland get her?
Yeah,
Say
get
it
Roland.
again.
He's working on it.
The guy is he really? The guy's.
She might be scared of Roland, though. He kind of does look like the fucking warden in Midnight Express.
We should talk to her when she comes in, and she'll be like, "Hi," like, "Sit down."
Oh God! See if she jumps.
It is my wish that people stop threatening my father and start offering professional help. That is what he really needs.
Yeah, professional help, like a fucking sound thrashing.
Why did she release it so many years later?
Well,
He just kept
did
calling
something
her.
recently that
she
pissed
said
her off.
She said she didn't want to release it when it happened because she wanted the time to look back on it and release it with a sound mind instead of.
And she's also out of that house by that age.
Yeah,
she's 16.
That's the first thing that I read was that she didn't know what would happen if she released that when she was a minor.
She's probably afraid he'd kill her.
Yeah, or be taken
Or
away
he- yeah, they would
because
be-
she's
they'd
still
take her away.
close. She's still close to her mother. She's not close to her father.
They would have taken her away. Yeah.
When did she leave for good? I left for good at 18. Anyone know? I'm
No.
serious.
Well, if that was 16...
Because there's something that does play in there. When you're a minor, you're like, fuck, I'm trapped here. But as soon as I turned 18, I fucking said,
Well,
see you later.
And by the way, I just got a
Certainly held on to that fucking recording, didn't she?
Yeah.
I just got a Twitter from a girl. She goes, I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for the mother. She should go to jail, too. Yep. I'm not saying I feel sorry for the mother. I am simply stating that was what was happening by watching the video.
That fucking mother should have thrown herself on top of the daughter and protected her that way. And then if that husband just starts punching her in the face, then he goes to fucking prison. That mother did not
The mother didn't know she
use
was
her
being taped.
motherly instincts to fucking
yes, she did.
protect
disagree.
that daughter.
I disagree.
No.
Hold on, Ant. With
No.
that said, let me just go to Joe because he heard something in the tape. Joe in Oceanside, fast. Go.
What's up, guys? Yeah, if you turn the video up, the volume when the daughter's in the room by herself in between the two beatings,
right?
You can actually hear the parents talking in the hallway, like outside before the dad comes back in, and the mother's going, "That's enough, that's enough," and he's going, "No, I didn't get my licks in yet."
Yeah, well,
So
the mother took
the mother tried to stop it.
She didn't try. She fucking talked. She gave him lip service.
But she was scared
you know
that
what?
she was going to get beat.
Well, if she's scared, she's going to get beat. The first thing, the first priority is her daughter in that situation, and she should have put herself physically in between her fucking cocksucking husband and her cocksucking and her daughter.
But dude, if she had that mindset, she wouldn't have married that guy. Meaning, I'm not saying she's right, but that's that sick shit. That was the only way she was fucking.
Well, then I'm saying she's an awful mother.
Yeah.
She's a horrible mother then.
But
she's got no instinct to protect her own fucking daughter in that situation, which is anything you can do.
Hey, she's on TV with the daughter right now. She's not with the husband. Like, meaning, she's not protecting the husband and sticking up for him. She's with the daughter. And look, I think women are stupid who get involved in that shit.
Yeah.
But just watching that, as soon as she took the
question. And
She was in on it a little bit.
No, I think
enough.
The mother is.
And she took a fucking major hit. She took a good swat at her own daughter. That was pretty impressive. For her
I
mom.
will defend the mother. Because I really watching
She's in
that
a tough spot.
I hate her.
I mean, again, she's one of those. It's one of those things where you have to take the. I hate to say grain of salt, but she's one of these people that married an abusive piece of shit. So that mindset's already there to begin
So
with.
when the fuck is what would it take to wake her up that she sits there and watches her daughter screaming in pain?
Dude, absolutely.
You know?
Why would a woman who might have, I don't know what her parents were, but why do women who are beaten by their fathers marry guys that beat them? It happens all the time. You can't use logic. You just got to watch what was happening, and that was her way of stopping the beating.
I don't even see an instinctive, motherly, nurturing, and protective ability in that woman. That's why. There should have been instinctively.
But that might make him angrier. Like, again, that might be the pattern.
Beyond any logic that she might think he might do this. I know. Oh, this. Beyond that, on a visceral fucking animal level, she should have thrown herself on top of her daughter.
No, because a lot of times in crisis situations, you do what has to be done. People get a really weird, cool head sometimes in these situations and do what has to be done.
I would have to agree with Jimmy. Because in my situation, in my house, my mom ruled the household, and it was more mental than fucking physical. And my dad allowed it to happen because I think in his mind it was just fucking easier to deal with.
Right.
Because the whole thing that Ann's talking about is probably the right thing to do, yes, but it's so complicated after you do something like that.
I just see her as being a terrible mother.
And then their fight.
My dad should have fucking jumped in on many occasions with the crap that was going on in my house, but he didn't.
The mother's weak. She's really weak, and that was her way of standing up or trying to stop the bully by tugging on the back of his shirt saying, don't go hit her anymore. If she was strong enough to actually throw herself on her daughter, she would not be with that guy.
Well, that should have made her buck up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I think
the screams. She's screaming like she's being fucking hit. Where if you hit a fucking a terrorist or an enemy combatant like that, you'd fucking go to prison.
Right.
If you were in the military interrogating somebody and started hitting them like that in this day and age, you're going to prison. And this fucking asshole gets to hit his daughter like that, and the mother gives her a whack just to maybe take the heat off.
I think in a perfect world, you're absolutely right, Aunt, but I think it gets very, unfortunately, complicated.
Well, I'm just saying she's a horrible mother. I'm not
she's
saying...
probably scared shitless for her own life, scared shitless if she did the wrong thing. Maybe the beating would have been worse. If she did jump on the daughter, then what's next? Does she have to leave the house, and is that complicated? You know what I mean? Sometimes you stay in a situation because it's easier and it's comfortable.
And women like this same woman, Queen Elizabeth, is saying, as a mother, I would never let any man touch my daughter that way. He'd have to kill me first. Okay, and that's the perfect way to be.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, this woman married this guy.
And we've heard the Bob Kelly stories.
Right.
You know, Bob Kelly's mom didn't want to see her son get the shit beat out of him by some guy that she was seeing, but it happened, unfortunately.
Well then maybe
what was she supposed to do?
Maybe she wasn't the best mom either then. I'm just saying there should be a primal instinct that takes over.
I agree with
that. But
I think it gets
shouldn't allow someone to inflict that kind of harm on your child while you watch.
But I don't know what else they did. But who knows if he beat her more, what other situations might have been like. In that house, maybe that wasn't the worst that could happen.
Maybe.
Maybe the mother didn't want to ask. Again, I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe.
But how great is it that this fucking father has to take a rifle and leave town?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm pretty sure this wasn't like the first time because she said that she set up the recording because she knew something was going to happen.
You don't just happen to fucking have a recording of a beating like that.
She knew that she did something that was going to set him off, and then she knew it was going to be really bad.
Yeah.
So she recorded it.
I'm not surprised it was over a dumb little thing too.
Kenny, what do you think? You've seen domestic situations before. And,
first of all, were you bothered by that, Kenny? By that audio?
You have to break the circle of violence.
Oh, Jesus. The worst.
Oh, Jesus.
He's just the
Why?
Worst. Emotionally, did that affect you at all? Oh, my God. He's dead inside.
He really is a fucking...
He's dead inside.
I'm sorry. I'd rather talk about Jimmy at the Stress Factory this weekend.
He is. He's a husk.
No, but he understands
he's just a cold husk.
Humor is the healing medicine we all need.
Yeah.
That was disturbing, though.
Yeah. You know the old saying.
What?
What do you say to a woman with two black eyes? Nothing. She's been spoken to twice already.
Oh, shit. So old school. Not a person listening that doesn't know that.
But what about
joke.
that wife with about her stopping the beating?
I wish them all well.
Jesus. Ken Z in Jersey writes, the mother was most likely abused or she has had serious mental abuse by him. Opie nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody fucking takes that for no reason.
Look, I knew it. I said it's not the fucking Leave It to Beaver house. I understand that, but it's like it's just odd to me to see that extent of violence towards a young kid, and the mother thinks the best she could do is hit her also once.
Well, it's got to be a horrible position for the mom to be in if you think about it. Horrible. She's probably too fucking scared to do the right thing like you're saying.
Well, muster up some fucking courage because your kid's getting beaten like you wouldn't beat a fucking enemy.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't beat someone in a bar fight. Ridiculous.
And in those situations, unfortunately, it's always over something so stupid. Half the shit when I was growing up was always over the dumbest, stupidest, who gives a fuck thing. None of us were on drugs or doing anything crazy, but we got, crazy shit happened to us.
Good point.
It was always over dumb stuff. But that's a dumb teenager thing. Who gives a fuck? That doesn't deserve a beating. Maybe you take the computer away or whatever for a while. But shit. It brings back too many fucking memories I'd rather not discuss.
Yeah, it's also, and someone else raised this point, they're in a small town and he's a judge.
Right. Yeah.
I think a family court, someone says family law, whatever, it is kind of, maybe you feel like no one's going to listen to you. Because abused people are getting beaten up from what I know about them. They never think, I'm going to go tell people and everyone's going to help us. Or else most mothers would never allow their daughters to be finger popped by a creepy father, but they do.
Right.
Most mothers are fucking repulsed by that.
Right.
But they allow it to happen. They look the other way, and it's like, why? Because they don't think people will help them.
Well, if this guy was worried about his, his job or whatever, then fucking get rid of the computer. Obviously, the computer has been a problem in that household for a while.
Yeah, well, she's obviously a thief. We can't overlook that.
Well, she is a thief, and she should have her hands removed by a hatchet.
A
lot of people agree with Ant, but I'm just saying that's probably, there's a lot more that goes into it than simply just jumping on your kid like that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just odd to me. That's all.
Yeah. Well, did your mom get involved when your dad was
very upset?
Did your mom get involved when your dad was doing some stuff, or did you think your dad was?
It never got to the point where it was like that type
where
of
it was out of
thing.
control.
It was whack whack, you're done, and then and that was discipline. He wasn't fucking get over, roll over, and then hitting as you're trying to. There are definitely levels of corporal punishment. Aunt just cried. Yeah, right. I don't know. Mm-hmm. That wasn't dried up.
Whatever happens to this judge, I'm just going to say this. I hope it does not end well for him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fucking phones are lit. We don't have time, but let me just read a bunch of these. Kristen in Jersey. I had to drive my mom to the hospital once because she had a broken nose. Russ in Atlanta. I think the mother is just afraid to leave. Marcos is a regular. The wife is probably too weak to fight back, and he probably abuses her as well. Victor, my mother used to hit me like that all the fucking time. Ryan in Chicago, the dad was mad about the amount of sausage in the Jimmy Dean sausage.
We should grab one of these people. Like the one with the broken nose. Are they still there?
Yeah, Sharon, I used to take beatings, and my mom used to jump in and fight with him. I had a friend who works in a domestic abuse department, and a lot of judges are in that program. That's Melanie in Philly. And finally, I think she also got hit because she ate a whole box of fudgesicles. You want the broken nose?
Oh, yeah, one of them. Yeah, I want to hear what
Kristen in Jersey.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, man.
Well, I can tell you it was many, many years ago. It was in the 80s, but I grew up in a household. It just was such a horrible video to listen to because, I kind of put myself right there with it. It was regular in our house. My mom would get us alone. She'd apologize and cry, and as soon as we were in the house, she'd get beaten worse than us. And so my stepdad since passed away, but my mom didn't leave him until she literally feared for her life and got an order of protection and moved without him knowing where she went. But it was regular. And one of the things I got beaten for, I wanted to go play tennis with a boy down the street, and I wasn't allowed to leave the house.
Is that what you called it? Tennis?
Yeah.
Juggle his balls. Large black gentleman.
So what, you left anyway and played tennis?
Why?
I threw the tennis racket out the window, and I didn't realize he was in the room downstairs and saw the tennis racket go past the window.
Oh, shit.
And that's what set him off?
How would you feel if you're watching TV and a tennis racket goes flying by?
Yeah.
Maybe he was watching tennis. He thought the TV exploded. He got frightened.
No, I think the mom is definitely wrong, but it took my mom this many years to figure it out. So now we're close and now we're friends, but she was in a really damaged mental place. She didn't know right from wrong, and she thought right was just keeping a roof over our heads so that, we weren't homeless or we didn't have no money or anything like that.
Right. Any money.
Yeah, you don't.
Anyway.
You don't deserve a beating.
Great topic for the ride to work, guys.
Yeah, I know. It's a little deep, isn't it?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's
It's in the
some deep
news.
shit.
It's in the news. It's on the
it's a huge
intratubes.
story. All right, thanks, Kristen.
Have a good one.
All right, man.
I didn't hear the Ron and Fez segment on that. Did you? Did you hear?
On this?
Yeah. You heard it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was
How far they got before they had to stop?
They heard. I mean, I think they played a good amount of it.
They did?
Yeah.
But what was Ronnie saying?
Ron...
Was he trying to console?
Yeah, well, Fez was getting more angry than sad. Like, Fez got really over the top, super angry, and started yelling at callers and...
Whoa.
Like, to the point...
Why is he yelling at callers?
Well,
that's
just lashing out.
Everyone's sort of on the same page with this one.
I think it was Ron that pointed out that, like, this was... Because Fez is so anti any sort of...
violence
or anything. Corporal punishment.
Yep.
That he actually, this was his moment to kind of get the audience on his side, and he got so over the top emotional that people were like,
wasn't able to.
Yeah,
convey
you're way over the top right now.
I have
Which
to listen to that.
That upset him.
I have to get that.
It wasn't a blueberry incident, was it?
No.
Okay.
He was a standalone beating, though.
Sure was a standalone.
That's right. The belt is not a standalone accessory.
Not like a kiwi.
We done with the phones?
Someone's saying Fez is anti-violence, but he's constantly threatening to beat the shit out of various interns and.
Well, yeah, I mean that. When Fez
gets kind of go against his
Fez
stance.
was under the influence at the time, I believe.
Okay, that might have been it.
Yeah,
threw a bottle of aspirin at me, and threatened. Threatened an
Why is he
intern.
throwing shit at you?
This was a while back.
Okay, if he hit you in the head though, and you got a headache, you got the aspirin. So
good call.
He gives a little, takes a little.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was just trying to help one of the interns that Fez was shouting at, and then Fez, I think the bottle of Advil or aspirin or whatever it was intended for the intern, and I became collateral damage.
Oh, you just got in the line of fire. Yeah.
He
poor innocent.
He apologized later. It was
okay.
It was all fine. That was unnecessary.
This judge is fucked.
He really is.
Done.
His job's done.
I didn't realize. Someone tweeted me. Oh, that's what I want to say. That the judicial review. They said that they could look at any part of your life. I guess that's part of. I think
there's got to be an ethics kind of a thing in there where you can't
he's
just.
completely done. Then he's done.
Let's hope so.
Absolutely.
What a bum.
That's good.
Life is ruined.
I guess we don't have to go to the calls, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I like them.
Move on to something else.
Well,
or take a break and then move on to something else.
These are great.
Or go back to the phones after the break.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Phones don't get lit this fast. That was fucking immediate.
Yeah, people definitely brings out emotions in people.
It stopped all three of us. That's very rare.
It's just like,
there's always one of us that is like, oh, come on. This one, that was brutal. That was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason for that.
The bullying aspect of it was just amazing.
That was like, it was the whole thing. The hitting, the bullying, the manipulation, the way he was talking to her, like all that was
getting
just
off on it.
Yeah, like he was getting off on it.
Yeah, it was creepy. There was some kind
I bet as a judge, he's probably one of those guys that likes fucking the face masks and nipple and ball clamps and shit. He's got the local fucking dungeon master that kicks him in the balls.
Yeah.
And then he takes it out on his
fake
daughter.
Moral cunt bully.
Yeah,
You think there's some sexual tension there?
Definitely.
I think so. I mean, why are you looking to
Just in his
bend
life
your
in general?
16-year-old daughter on the fucking bed?
Bend
you
her over a
fucking
bed.
creep.
It's just ghoulish.
What, did you catch her in a bikini one time and you just couldn't stop looking? You fucking asshole.
And it moved. Exactly. Creep.
Why else would you fucking... I don't understand it.
You ever get hit?
Yes, soap. Never like that. Soap in my mouth and stuff like that, but it was never...
Who's soap?
No, my videotapes of the sitcom.
It was the family dog's name.
Yeah. He would, I got taxi in the mouth and all in the family. We got it, Jim. How many are you going to name? But no. I would get hit once in a while, but it was
Not like
never.
that.
No. Never.
All right, we'll continue.